What's crackalacking, guys? I'm with that Quack here, and welcome back to another episode on our Trade to Glory series. Now, quite a bit's changed since you last saw, so I'm just going to jump onto the transfer list and show you. So to start with, we sold on Umtiti. We bought him for 30,000, sold him for 33,000, which is about 1,400-ish coin profit. We also managed to sell Pjanic. We bought him for 80,000. We sold him for 95,000. So not huge profits there, but we bought them, let them play their matches, and then sold them on for a profit, which is all we wanted to do, really. As you can see next to that, we have got a load of Lenos. So we bought some of them for 5,200, 5,000, 4,700, and if not cheaper, I think we got some for about, 4,000 coins, 3,900. So we've got about 10 of him, I think. Now, his price is currently about 6,500. So on the ones we got for 4,000, which is most of them, we're going to make about a 2,500 coin profit. And on the rest, we're still going to be making a nice 1,000 coin plus profit. Next card we're going to look at is Dos Santos. So I picked up maybe about 7 or 8 of him. Now the reason I picked him up is because of the potential Legend SBC that I made a video about for the Xbox console. Now I took a gamble hoping that it would be the Hernandez Mexican striker. He used to play for LA Galaxy and he's Mexican. This guy ticked 2 boxes, so it seemed like a smart investment. Either way, I'm not going to lose coins on him if I end up having to sell him. Then, as you can see here, the final player we picked up 5 copies of Courtois. We picked them up for about 32,000 coins apiece. I think we've actually got 6. I think there's one in the club as well. And we've just been listing him for a little bit higher. Just if he sells, brilliant. If not, we're happy to hang on to him as a longer-term investment for when the hype around the Lukaku Player of the Month kicks in and people start preparing squads. So what I'm going to do to start this video is I'm perfectly happy with the profit we can make off our Lenos now. We're going to be making at least 1,000 coins off them, if not 2,000 plus on some of them. So I'm going to list all the Lenos that we've got, and then we're probably going to have a look at a couple of games. Yeah, so let me list these guys, and we'll jump into a game. Right, guys, so before we jump into a game, I just wanted to show you the squad we're going to be using. Now, I've only used players that were from our club, and we're not going to spend any more money on these, but we have got a full chemistry team, which is something a lot of you guys told me to do. So this is just our Premier League team. And for the second team, we've got a mix of the Serie A and we've also got the Ligue 1 as well. So we've got 2 pretty solid teams. We probably do want to bring Jonas on as a super sub at some point. So we'll just shove him on the bench there. As for the Leno cards as well, I've listed 3 of them because I don't want to flood the market. Hopefully they'll sell before, well, after this game. And then we can list another 3 and kind of just rinse and repeat from there. So our first game, we come up against a team that actually scares me. When you've got Inform Mane, Inform Gray and Martial up top, you know that you're going to be in trouble. His midfield looks solid as well with Dembele, Kante and the Player of the Month, Ali. And then of course he's got Smalling, Walker, Shaw. But he has got David Luiz, which is a little different to the norm. But it's going to be a tough game. Come on, Feghouli making the run on the wing. Fegouli's got a chance here to do something with this ball. Can Berahino get into the box? He can. He wins the header. What a save by Cech. Can we score on the follow-up? It's saved again by Cech. How did Berahino not knock that home? That should have been a 1-0. Feghouli knocks it up to Sigurdsson. Into Henderson. Henderson up to Berahino. Berahino back to Henderson. He sees Feghouli making the run. Fegouli's behind all the defence here. But the touch is poor. But he cuts it into Long. Long with a touch. Long with a shot. Oh, we miss it. That would have been such a nice goal. Good tackle, but it only falls as far as... Oh my god, how did that slide past Fabianski? Dele Alli with the goal on the break of half time, basically. And we've been all over this guy. But we just haven't finished our chances again. And he scores. I don't even know how Fabianski didn't save this. If we look at... We're not going to get to watch it. But it's 1-0 anyway. It's a good ball into Berahino. Berahino with the turn. Oh, he's got to be fouled there. That's got to be a penalty. It is. We immediately respond with a penalty. David Luiz giving it away. We've got Feghouli on the penalty. We're going to go left with Feghouli here. Oh, Fegouli's missed it. I cannot believe we've dragged a penalty wide. That was so easy as well. We had a chance to equalise and we've just wasted that as well. Sigurdsson picks it up. He turns David Luiz. He sees Berahino making the run. Berahino can't miss. Berahino doesn't. He makes up for Ghouli's poor penalty miss earlier. And we equalise just after half-time. Niang tries to beat the defender, but... Oh, he does get around him somehow. Still Niang. Can Niang beat his man here? He turns back. He plays into Long. Long with a chance to shoot. It's a great save by Cech, but can Feghouli make up for his penalty miss earlier? Oh my god, how does Cech keep that out? How does Cech make 3 insane saves like that in a row? I swear, Sigurdsson, he finds the run by Berahino. Berahino slots it past Cech, and we go 2-1 up in the 77th minute, with Berahino the absolute hero. Long holds it. He sees Berahino. Berahino's throwing a hat-trick here. Can he do anything? He's going to pull it back. He's going to try cutting it back into Long, who turns the defender, shoots, Cech saves, Feghouli with a chance, plays it across goal. Sigurdsson, surely Sigurdsson, another save by Cech. Cech has been ridiculous this match. We're going to whip this one right into the centre. We get up high, and he's not stopping that from Henderson. We finally get rewarded. Can Henderson get a second goal from a corner? It's a nice ball in. Oh, he was close to that, Berahino. Cech just decides he's had enough of this shit and throws the ball right into the stands. Right, guys, so as you can see, our Lenos are selling nicely. We also listed another 3 up, which we sold very quickly. And now we've just listed yet another 3 of them up for 6,500. We don't want to get greedy on these. We just want to make sure that they go through and that we make the profit from them that we're after. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to have a quick look for special cards and see if we can snipe any bargains. So we're going to set the max price to 11,000. We're going to search, and then we're just going to scroll to the end. Actually, what we're going to do is we're also going to set a minimum price. This gets rid of a lot of the bronze and silver cards. So if we set it to 10,250 to 11,000, scroll straight down to the end, and we're going to see if we can find any cheap gold inform cards that are going to give us some profit. Right, guys, so I was doing this for just a little bit, and then the first guy that we came across that was a bit of a steal was Fry, or however you pronounce his name. Now, the cheapest on the market for this guy is currently 12,250. So it's going to be about a 1,000 coin profit. We're going to list, well, just over 1,000 coin profit, actually. So we're going to list him up for just over 12,000 coins again. Actually, no, 12,000 coins. We want him to sell. We want to make sure that we get our money for him. And that's a nice, easy amount of coins to make from just such a simple method as this. So I slightly changed the filters as well. We were getting too many searches otherwise. So I changed it to 10,500 minimum by now, 10,750 maximum by now. And that gives us just 3 pages to scroll across. So we can quickly get to this. Then whenever a new player is here, what I do is I quickly jump onto Futbin, just check what he's actually selling for. If it's a good deal, then I'll pick him up. Obviously, if it isn't, we'll go back, we'll refresh the search filters, and we'll try again. Just rinse and repeat. Sometimes you can get some absolute steals on this filter, but most of the time you're just going to be looking for about 1,000 coins profit per player. But again, 1,000 coins profit is the equivalent of playing 2 matches of Ultimate Team, so it's nothing to be ignored. Right, guys, so we stayed on that filter for a little bit longer, but we just weren't really finding any deals. Now, that's not the most effective trading method to use, but occasionally you do hit a big player that you basically get for discard, so it can be well worth your time if you find someone big. Anyway, jumping into our second game of the series, we come up against a stacked BPL team. He's got Vardy and Musa up front, so we're going to have to watch that pace and the over-the-top balls. He pops in a ball. We've got to get up for it, but we don't get up for it. And it's 1-0, and it's Walcott, one of the smallest players on the pitch, that somehow beats Bailey for height. Sigurdsson on the ball. He sees Berahino going through on goal. Berahino can't miss. Berahino doesn't. I have a feeling that Cech should have saved that, but we equalise anyway. Right, we're definitely not going to be shooting this one. We're going to lay this one off. Sigurdsson runs in. Sigurdsson with a shot hits the bar. Oh, how unlucky can we get? That would have given us the win most likely, or at least a draw, which is all we need for the points from this game. Now Vardy chases us. Oh god, we're in so much trouble right now. If Vardy squares this across to Musa, it's a great save, but he's going to score the follow-up. We concede straight on a stupid counter. That's so frustrating. It's played up to Long. What can Long do? He waits for it. Henderson. Oh, Henderson just needed to get a bit more on that. Oh my god, we've won it back. Long to score. Shane Long scores. He's finally got a goal after all of those mistakes. And we equalise in the 85th minute. So the match ends there. It was a pretty even game overall, but we got what we needed from it. We only needed the draw, and we do win the title yet again, climbing back up to Division 4. Now, all of our Lenos, I think, from the transfer list have actually sold now. I was slowly listing them while sniping before. So if we just have a quick check here. Yep, both the special cards have sold, obviously. And all of the Lenos, apart from 2, have sold. So we're on 176,000 coins now, so we're absolutely flying. And just before we do end the video, we're going to have a look at our next investment. So guys, for the last investment of the day, we're going to have a little look at Welsh players. Now the reason for this is we've got St. David's Day, which falls on the 1st of March, which is tomorrow. So if we get lucky and there's an SBC released, we could make a fortune off these Welsh player cards. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bid the absolute minimum we can, which is probably going to be about 450 or 400 on the keeper from the research I just did. And then we're going to see if we can pick up a few of these players, store them in the club. If we get lucky tomorrow, fantastic. If not, we're not going to lose anything. Right guys, so we hit a little bit of a problem with our Welsh investments. I've bid on a couple for our transfer targets list, and I've also got one of each of the cheaper players in the club, which is only about 6 of them or so. But what we're going to do, just to end it now, seeing as I can't do too many investments there, is clear all these cards off our transfer list, and we are just going to jump into a couple more bronze packs. Now the reason for this again is still just because we're really low on bronze contracts at the moment, and on top of that, we got a transfer list that's basically empty, so we want to fill this up. For the next episode, what I think I'm going to do is look at completing another league SBC. So we've got the 2 players, we've got Herbert and Jonas so far. Herbert we absolutely hate, and we're probably going to discard at some point soon. But Jonas is absolutely awesome. So if we can find another player that's kind of similar to Jonas, we could build a team around these 2 players, and it would save us money having to use our investments to build a weak team and hence losing games, getting relegated from divisions, all that kind of stuff. Hopefully in these bronze packs though, we can pull something big. I've probably opened about 5,000 bronze packs and we've still never gotten an inform from any of them, which is absolutely crazy, but I'm just waiting for that day when it finally happens. And that pack is absolutely awful. We do get the 2 gold footballs in it, but apart from that, that's awful value there. Yeah, so the next league, anyway, that I'm going to look to do, it'll probably be something like the Eredivisie or something, where it's cheap, just because the MLS is actually fairly expensive at the moment. I know a lot of you said to get Giovinco, but I just can't justify spending that much. Seeing as we won't make our money back on it, it's going to be not an investment, but a loss. And we've got a Scottish player here, we'll sell him as well. So yeah, apart from Giovinco, we've got Suarez, which we obviously can't do, Lacazette, which is just too expensive as a whole. We're not going to make our money back again. And what were the other leagues that we've got? We've got the Super League, I think, which I can't remember the player for that one. And then we've obviously got the Russian League as well. We do get a rare centre-back from the Super League here. Is there any chance you sell? You're fairly extinct on the market. There's a chance that you might be needed. I'm going to list you up just for 1,100. You're probably not going to sell, but I'll use you in these... Oh, I've already done the Super League challenge, actually. If he doesn't sell them, we'll just list them up for cheaper. So we're just going to open 2 more packs to put us down to 170,000 coins. And then we'll end the episode there. That'll give us another like 10 or so contracts at the least. We get a Bundesliga centre-back. Nothing of great value there. We do get another fitness card and a rare and a non-rare contract as well. So we'll just have 1 more pack. That'll put us down to 170,000. And tomorrow we also might have a little look at Team of the Week investing. So what happens to player prices when they're released, how they fluctuate. And then Thursday, if we get a chance, I'm not sure if I'll be able to, but if we do, we can have a look at what happens when weekend league rewards are released as well. So I'm going to sell that one, send all of that to the bin, and that's where we're going to end the episode, guys. So it's quite a short episode today, but it's just because we're in between on so many investments, there's not too much we can do. If you guys still are enjoying the series though, if you could drop a like, leave a comment if you got any questions, and subscribe if you're new, that'd be absolutely awesome.